Welcome to another edition of In the Spotlight with the Magicians. I'm Jimmy Lillidahl, play-by-play voice of the Magic. Today I'll sit down with veteran defenseman Will LaNeve. The Magicians were in action on the weekend as they traveled to Coulee Region to take on the Chill. On Friday night, 9 goals scored. Unfortunately, a loss for Minnesota. Minnesota did start the scoring. Parker Mismash gets his 14th of the season. Mitch Slattery and Travis Brown collect the assists. The Magic made it 2-0 with a Cam Buell goal, his 11th goal of the season. And Brendan Scarta and Caleb Height had the assists on the Buell goal. The Magicians led 2-0 towards the end of the first period, and then the Chill get on the board. Caleb Shore gets his 13th of the season. It goes to the second period, and the Chill add another to tie it at 2. Matt Doran gets his 3rd of the season. The Chill were able to take a 3-2 lead with an Isaac Thiessen goal, his 8th of the season. Marshall Plunkett had the assist. Then it was Peter von Steinberg for the Magicians, as he scored at 14:25 of the second. Brendan Scarta and Nikita Kozyrev had the assists. The game went to the third period. Alex Faulkner scores for the Chill. Marshall Plunkett and Bailey Martin get the assists. The Chill add another as Kevin Dineen scores. Matt Duran and Stephen Quaglita get the assists. The Magicians add one more. Mitch Slattery gets his 15th of the season. Tanner Tweeten and Parker Mismash had the assists. The Magic fall by a final score of 5-4 on Friday night. Saturday night, same opponent, the Chill. The Magicians start the scoring. Timo Walter scores his 9th goal of the season. Caleb Height and Cam Buell get the assists. Then the Chill tie it up with a Joey Sofo goal. That makes it 1-1 towards the end of the first period. In the second, just one goal. It was Tanner Tweeten, his 8th of the season. Brendan Scarta and Mitch Slattery get the assist. The Magicians lead 2-1 going into the third period, and Tanner Tweeten adds another, his 9th of the season, his 2nd of the game. The Magicians beat the Chill by a final score of 3-1 on Saturday night. Ivan Prosvetov gets the first star of the game as he had 41 saves. The Magicians split against the Chill at Green Island Ice Arena. Welcome back to In the Spotlight with the Magic. I'm Jimmy Lillidahl. I'm alongside Will LaNeve. Will, another split this past weekend.
Yeah, we split again this weekend against Coulee Region. We would have liked to get the win on Friday night, but we came back hard on Saturday and fought for a win.
A situation where you were acquired through a trade to come here to the Magicians. Before that, you played in the Central Canadian League as well as the British Columbia League.
Yeah.
What was it like playing up there in Canada?
I'd say it's a little different playing up there from a defensive perspective, maybe a little more structured. Obviously, we play a structured game, but you're allowed to play a little more free and offensive here, and I think that might be good for my skill set, and I think I'll be able to help the team hopefully in that way. But it's good experience to play on the north side of the border as well as here, and I think it helps my game overall.
And then talk about being thrusted, right into game action, being on one of the top D pairs. We've seen you play in pretty much every situation. Yeah. You're getting a lot of ice time as well. What's that like to just come in and be an impact right off the bat?
Well, it's great. It's great. That's something that I was hoping to do, and being able to play with good defensemen allows me to enhance my own game, and being put in roles where you're expected to be locked down and make good decisions with the puck is a good way for me to improve my game, and I can help the team in that way. So.
Talk about where you played youth hockey. I'm from Mount Westaka, so we're supposed to be enemies. You're from Orono. Yeah. Big time rivalries.
Totally.
But talk about playing in Orono. The youth association is really good over there, and obviously you had a good high school couple of seasons over there as well.
Yeah. I think playing at Orono definitely helped me help shape the player that I am today. When you get good rivalries from towns nearby, and you get to play with the same kids growing up all the way through high school, it's something that you can't get a lot of places, and so it's definitely a special experience, and I'd say even the highlight of that was getting to state our junior year. That's a special experience to share with those guys. So Playing at Orono was, something that I'll always look back on fondly.
What was it like playing on that big stage? Everyone in any section is trying to get to the state tournament, but
Yeah.
you guys did it that year and surprised a lot of people in the western suburbs.
Yeah, it's exciting. We really came together, and like I said, playing with the same guys for years helps, and it makes it that much. It's an extraordinary feeling when you guys work that hard for so many years, and you can get to experience that. Yeah.
What are some of the things you do away from the rink? If hockey's not involved, what are some of the things that you're out there doing?
I try to get involved in my community. When I was in Nanaimo, I was able to volunteer at the local hospital there for some time, and when I'm away from the rink, I like to focus on spending time with my brothers and my family. That's very important to me. Like, we like to go fishing or rock climbing, and they've always been into different things than me. They were never into hockey, and so they've exposed me to a lot of different hobbies that otherwise I don't think I would get to experience.
We're 2/3 of the way through the season. Before we go here, what are some of the things you're working on? We talked about your success, but what are some of the things you're working on here? You're in 96. This is your final year of eligibility at the junior level.
Some things that I'm working on right now. I'm really trying to work on getting my shots off quick, and just sustaining some offensive pressure, and that all starts in the D zone. And what we're trying to do is we're going to try to make it to the Robertson Cup this year, and we got a great squad. I think we got a lot of pieces that can contribute, and you never know who's going to score, and that's always a good thing. And every night we're just going to try to come in and compete, and try to reach our goal that way. So,
Will, thanks for taking the time.
absolutely, thanks for having me.
Welcome back to In the Spotlight with the Magic. A big thanks to Will Lanieve for taking the time. The Magicians play 2 games this weekend on the 10th and 11th against the Aberdeen Wings. If you can't make the trip, you can check out the broadcast on hockeytv.com. The Magicians have 2 home games coming up after the road games this weekend. On the 17th and 18th, the Magicians take on the Fairbanks Ice Dogs. If you can't make it to the rink, you can check out the broadcast on myhockeytv.com. On the 18th, it's Puck for Paws, sponsored by Secondhand Hounds. Dogs will be here in attendance if you want to come out and take a look at some of those. There'll be people adopting pets here at Richfield Ice Arena. So we thank Secondhand Hounds for helping us put on this promotion. This week's alumni update is Taylor Brierly. He is committed to Union. He's playing in the USHL currently with the Dubuque Saints. He's played 38 games and has 4 goals and 7 assists. That's going to do it for another edition of In the Spotlight. So long, everybody.